What's up, guys? Welcome back my YouTube channel. Top 4 USA Rare Coin. The 1988 $quarter coin from the United States of America is part of one of the most recognizable and longest-running coin series in American history, the Washington Quarter. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. This coin has remained a symbol of national pride and everyday commerce for decades. By 1988, the Washington Quarter had already been in circulation for more than half a century, becoming a familiar piece in the pockets of millions of Americans. The obverse of the 1988 Quarter features the left-facing portrait of George Washington. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose initials JF appear near the base of Washington's neck. Above the portrait is the word liberty, a powerful reminder of the nation's founding principles. To the left of the portrait is the motto, "I in God we trust," and below is the date 1988. This classic layout had remained largely unchanged since the coin's introduction, maintaining a sense of continuity and tradition in American coinage. On the reverse side, the 1988 quarter displays a heraldic eagle with wings spread wide. The eagle holds arrows in its talons, symbolizing readiness to defend the nation, while olive branches beneath represent peace. Above the eagle are the words United States of America, and below it is the denomination quarter dollar. The motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, appears above the eagle's head. This reverse design was also created by John Flanagan and was used on Washington quarters until the state quarters program began in 1999. The 1988 quarter was minted at 3 major United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark and were produced in large numbers for general circulation. Quarters minted in Denver feature a small D mint mark, while those produced in San Francisco bear an S. The San Francisco Mint primarily struck proof coins in 1988, which were specially made for collectors using polished dies and planchets to create sharp details and mirror-like finishes. In terms of composition, the 1988 quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core. This composition had been standard for quarters since 1965, when rising silver prices led the United States Mint to remove silver from circulating dimes and quarters. The coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge that helps prevent counterfeiting and makes the coin easy to identify by touch. Although the 1988 quarter is not considered rare, its value can vary depending on condition. Circulated examples are generally worth face value, but uncirculated coins in mint state condition can carry a premium among collectors. Proof versions from San Francisco are also popular, especially when preserved in their original packaging. Coins graded at higher levels by professional grading services may command higher prices in the numismatic market. The year 1988 itself was an interesting time in American history. The country was nearing the end of the presidency of Ronald Reagan, and the economy was experiencing growth following the challenges of the early 1980s. While the quarter did not feature any special commemorative design that year, it quietly continued its role as a workhorse of American commerce, used in vending machines, parking meters, arcades, and everyday transactions across the nation. For collectors, the 1988 quarter represents a piece of late 20th century American history. It comes just before a major transformation in the quarter series. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, which introduced new reverse designs each year to honor individual states. This program renewed public interest in coin collecting and changed the appearance of the quarter for the first time in decades. As a result, the 1988 quarter stands as part of the final era of the original Washington quarter design. Next video. The 1996 $quarter coin of the United States of America is part of one of the most recognizable and longest-running coin series in American history, the Washington Quarter. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin had already become a familiar piece of everyday life by the time the 1996 issue was released. Yet even though it may seem like an ordinary coin, the 1996 quarter carries its own historical importance and collectible value. The obverse of the 1996 quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose initials JF can be found near the base of Washington's neck. The portrait shows Washington facing left, with the word Liberty above his head, the motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the year 1996 displayed on the right. The design reflects dignity and simplicity, honoring the first president of the United States and a key figure in the American Revolution. On the reverse side, the coin displays an eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle rests above a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation, while olive branches below represent peace. Around the edge are the inscriptions United States of America and $quarter. This reverse design was also created by John Flanagan and remained in use until 1998, just before the introduction of the famous 50-state quarters program in 1999. The 1996 quarter was minted at 3 different United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver show a small D mint mark. San Francisco produced special proof versions marked with an S. Proof coins are struck with specially polished dies and planchets, resulting in a mirror-like finish and sharp details. These were intended for collectors rather than for general circulation. In terms of composition, the 1996 quarter follows a standard clad format introduced in 1965. It is made of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper and nickel. The coin weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. This composition replaced the earlier 90% silver quarters that were minted before 1965, reflecting changes in metal prices and economic conditions. The year 1996 was significant for the United States Mint because it marked the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime design. To celebrate, a special W Mint mark dime was issued from the West Point Mint. Although the quarter itself did not receive a special anniversary design that year, it was part of the regular coinage that kept the nation's economy moving smoothly during the mid-1990s, a period of economic growth and technological expansion in the United States. Mintage numbers for the 1996 quarter were high, as expected for a circulating coin. Hundreds of millions were struck in both Philadelphia and Denver. Because of these large production numbers, most circulated examples of the 1996 quarter are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with strong luster and minimal marks, can carry a small premium among collectors. Proof versions from San Francisco are also popular with numismatists and are typically valued higher than standard circulation coins. Collectors often search for error coins from 1996. These may include off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. While such errors are rare, they can significantly increase a coin's value, depending on the type and condition of the mistake. As with any collectible coin, condition plays a crucial role in determining market price. Coins graded by professional services in high mint state grades are generally the most desirable. The 1996 quarter also represents the final years of the traditional Washington quarter design before a major change in American coinage. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, which featured unique reverse designs for each state. This program sparked a renewed interest in coin collecting across the country. Therefore, the 1996 issue stands as one of the last quarters of the classic Eagle reverse era. Today, the 1996 $quarter coin remains a common yet historically meaningful piece of American currency. It connects modern Americans to a design first introduced in 1932 and honors the legacy of George Washington. For collectors, it offers an opportunity to complete, date, and mint mark sets of the Washington Quarter series. For everyday users, it serves as a reminder that even ordinary coins carry stories of history, art, and national identity. Next video. The 5-cent coin of the United States of America from 1994 is commonly known as the 1994 Jefferson nickel. This small but important coin carries a long history that connects modern America with its early foundations. First introduced in 1938, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel and has remained a steady part of everyday American life ever since. By 1994, the design had already been in circulation for more than 5 decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the country. The obverse of the 1994 nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's profile was designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, whose original design won a national competition held by the United States Mint in the late 1930s. On the front of the coin, you will see the word liberty along with the year 1994. The phrase "In God We Trust" is also clearly inscribed, reflecting the national motto that appears on all modern United States coins. On the reverse side of the 1994 nickel, the coin displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. Monticello is a symbol of Jefferson's architectural vision and his passion for design and innovation. The image of Monticello has been featured on the reverse of the nickel since 1938, except for special commemorative changes in later years. Above the building, the coin reads E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. Below the building, you will find the inscription United States of America and the denomination 5 cents. The 1994 Jefferson nickel was minted at 3 different United States Mint facilities. These include United States Mint locations in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins struck in Philadelphia in 1994 do not carry a mint mark, while those produced in Denver have a small D mint mark on the obverse side next to the date. The San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the 1994 nickel marked with an S. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and feature a mirror-like background with sharp, detailed designs. In terms of composition, the 1994 nickel follows the standard modern formula used since 1946. It is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination gives the coin its silver-gray appearance and durability. Unlike wartime nickels produced during World War II, which contained silver due to nickel shortages, the 1994 issue returned to the traditional copper-nickel blend. The mintage numbers for the 1994 nickel were substantial, reflecting its role in everyday commerce. Millions of these coins were struck in both Philadelphia and Denver, ensuring they circulated widely across the country. Because of their high production numbers, most 1,994 nickels found in circulation today are worth only their face value. However, collectors often search for coins in uncirculated condition, or those with special characteristics, such as full steps on Monticello. The term full steps refers to the clear and complete detail of the steps leading up to Monticello's entrance. Coins with this feature are considered more desirable among numismatists. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are especially popular with collectors. These coins were not intended for general circulation and were sold in protective sets. Their polished surfaces and sharp details make them stand out compared to regular circulation strikes. Over time, well-preserved proof coins can maintain strong collector interest. The 1994 Jefferson nickel also represents a period before major design changes were introduced in the early 2000s. In 2004 and 2005, special reverse designs were issued to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Those temporary changes made earlier nickels, like the 1994 version, part of the classic long-running Monticello design era. For many Americans, the nickel is more than just small change. It has been used in daily transactions for generations, from vending machines to public telephones and grocery stores. The 1994 issue quietly played its part in the economic life of the nation, moving from hand to hand in cities, towns, and rural communities alike. Next video. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The design was created by Felix Schlag, whose portrait of Thomas Jefferson was selected through a public competition organized by the United States Mint. By 1977, this design had already been in circulation for nearly 4 decades, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. On the obverse or front side of the 1977 nickel, you will see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. The word liberty appears to the right of his image, along with the year 1977. The motto "In God We Trust" is inscribed to the left of his portrait. This motto has appeared on United States coins since the 19th century and reflects a long-standing national tradition. On the reverse side, the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. Monticello is one of the most famous presidential residences in American history. Above the building is the inscription E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many one. Below Monticello, you'll find the words 5 cents and United States of America. The detailed image of Monticello gives the coin a classic and recognizable appearance. The 1977 Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins produced in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark at that time. Those minted in Denver featured a small D mint mark, while San Francisco coins were struck as proof coins and carried an S mint mark. Proof coins were specially made for collectors and feature a mirror-like finish with sharp details. In terms of composition, the 1977 nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition has been standard for the coin since 1866, except during World War II, when silver was temporarily used due to wartime metal shortages. The coin weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. Its smooth edge, known as a plain edge, distinguishes it from coins like the quarter or dime, which have reeded edges. During 1977, the United States was experiencing economic challenges, including inflation and unemployment. Despite these difficulties, coin production remained strong to meet the needs of commerce. Hundreds of millions of 1977 nickels were produced, making it a common coin even today. Because of its high mintage, the 1977 nickel is generally not rare in circulated condition. Most examples found in pocket change are worth their face value of 5 cents. However, collectors still appreciate the 1977 nickel for its historical significance and potential in higher grades. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear, can be worth more than face value. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are especially popular among collectors because of their sharp strike and attractive finish. Some collectors also search for error coins from 1977. Mint errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, or die cracks can increase a coin's value. While such errors are not extremely common, they add excitement to coin collecting and encourage enthusiasts to carefully examine their coins. The 1977 Jefferson nickel stands as a reminder of the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson and the consistent design that Americans recognize for generations. Although the design was updated in 2004 and 2005 to commemorate the Lewis and Clark expedition, the classic portrait and Monticello design returned in a modified form in 2006, continuing Jefferson's presence on a 5-cent coin that Goodbye Guys.